And welcome back to WDEF News 12 this morning. It's Friday. It's time for How Does Your Garden Grow? And if you got a question, call us. 756-1212 is the phone number. Again, 756-1212, as Tim Holcomb is joining us from the Holcomb Garden Center, and he is here to answer any questions that you may have. And before we get to the phone lines here, just a friendly reminder that, the color lasts through the summer as well. And if you're just now getting out to the garden or just getting out to fixing up your yard, there are some choices out there to keep it pretty.
There's still a lot of fresh color to come in and put in, and people are getting ready for the holidays. Maybe they have family coming in. Spruce up the patio, the pool area.
Good idea.
Add some color. And we've extended our bonus buck days too. If you happen to have been out of town last week, bring those bonus bucks in and you can use them through the end of June. Okay.
All right. We're going to get to our phone callers. Our first one is Carol. Good morning to you, Carol.
Hello.
Hi. Good morning. Go ahead.
Oh, I've got a problem.
Okay.
We always grow a small garden, and we're on Lookout Mountain, which doesn't have anything to do with it, I guess. But we love cayenne pepper. We are having troubles even developing the blooms. Therefore, our peppers are not coming in, and we usually have gobs of them. Can you give us a suggestion on what the problem is?
Yes, ma'am. There's a couple of things you need to do. One, you need more phosphorus. We recommend superphosphate, which is a 0,45-0. You also need to put some soil sulfur in the area because the pepper like it a little more acid than many of the other vegetables. If you'll do those two things, you should have a bumper crop of pepper.
Juliet is our next phone caller. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are y'all?
Hi, doing good. Go ahead.
My question was about apple trees. How close or far apart do they need to be planted?
Well, it depends on the apple trees. If they're dwarf apples, you can certainly put them closer than standard size, but the general rule would be 15 foot to 25 foot. You want to have room to get around them and pick them and spray them and take care of them. So allow yourself room. It also allows air and sunshine to get to them so they'll ripen better.
Once again, we're answering your gardening questions at 756-1212. Feel free to give us a call. Bobby is our next phone caller. Good morning to you, Bobby.
Hello. I need to ask about, I got a small garden out in the back and some potatoes growing.
Yes, sir.
And all the books I read on, it says once the flowers are dead, the potatoes stop growing and the leaves will start dying off. But while the leaves are still green or they're still growing, do I have to pull them up right after the flowers go off?
Well, generally, we say when the vine itself starts turning yellow and dying down, that's when you've got the maximum crop, and at that time you can go ahead and dig them and get all your potatoes. But you certainly have a crop now with the blooms dying, but I'd let them go a little while longer to get even more size and more potatoes.
Peggy is our next phone caller. Good morning to you, Peggy.
Yes, I was just wondering with the heat if it's too late to plant tomato plants or anything.
No, ma'am. Usually the last time you can plant tomato plants is 4th of July and still get a crop in before cold weather. We still have some tomato plants available, and you can get those out right away and have a good crop.
Once again, we're answering your gardening questions at 756-1212. Feel free to give us a call at 756-1212. And I'm going to take kind of Peggy's question there with the heat. There are plenty of heat-tolerant plants that are out there because I know a lot of folks probably a little scared to go out there and get some annuals because of the heat and how quickly they can dry out. But there are some that are used to it here in this area.
They will tolerate it. Now, they need more water than normal. They may tend to dry out a little quicker than normal. But one thing we see, some people tend to even overwater, and they can actually rot the roots of a plant because they think it's hot, it needs more water. If the soil's got moisture in it, just let it go. It'll be okay.
All right, we're going to go right to Jerry. Good morning to you, Jerry.
Yes, sir. I got a butterfly bush.
Yes, sir.
And I was wondering, when can I trim that back?
Well, you can trim it back anytime during the year. It'll kind of bloom in cycles, and if the blooms are sort of faded, that would be a good time to trim it back. Or you can just deadhead the blooms as they fade. But to keep it fed, keep it watered, it will continue to bloom right up till cold weather this year.
Some great questions coming in this morning, but unfortunately we are running out of time. We're going to put the information on the screen where it is the Holcomb Garden Center. It's got two locations, 5513 Highway 153 in Hickson. You can call 877-8782 or stop by the Battlefield Parkway location in Fort Oglethorpe or call 706-861-4769. Or the easiest way is to look them up on the web at holcombgc.com. And of course, don't forget to sign up for the newsletter. All right, folks, we got a lot more to come here on WDEF News 12 this morning. And Tim, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
We will be right back.